Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. We are back in the yarn closet today and I need to get my shit together. Back in August, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed by my works in progress and I sat down and I talked through everything with you, talked through what I was in the middle of and what my plans were and some goals that I had moving forward. And I figured that now it is October and it might be a good idea for me to do these kinds of things quarterly. I know August was not the start of a quarter, but that was when I needed it and I'm feeling it again. So I did great after that video. I was gung-ho. I was working so hard on all of my projects. I was feeling really good. I got myself to having like 2 works in progress, which was amazing. And a lot of people were enjoying coming along on the journey with me and seeing all the progress I was making. So it was a lot of fun. And I was doing really great up until like maybe a week ago. And then everything got very out of control. So I think it's time to rein myself back in, make another plan, and we'll see where this takes us through the end of the year. So back in August, I had about 10 projects that I was currently working on, and then I had some goals for things that I wanted to start. So let us quickly go through the list of the things that I was working on so I can show you all the progress that I've made. The first thing on that list that I was very close to finishing but wasn't quite done yet was the Allison Cardigan, which is a design that I just recently released, and I am jammed in a closet, so this is not really going to be doing it justice, but this pattern is available now and it is modeled after the cardigan that the character of Allison wears in Hocus Pocus. So if you would like to try and get this made before Halloween, we're getting pretty close, but there is still time and it is worked up in a nice thick yarn, so it does go pretty quickly. So one thing done and off the list. Secondly, I had my boat side hooded tee, which I was testing for Amanda of Lovely by Lee, and this was another thing that was like super duper close to being done. You can see the hood in the back there, so I won't harp on it for too long. This was almost done and I wrapped it up right after that video. So another thing done and off the list. I am surrounded and I have like various step stools and baskets with like my organized piles. It's intense over here. The next thing that I was working on was my cherries on top crop, and this is something that I had said was I had put it in a bag and I forgot about it because I was just avoiding it and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my with the front for this one. And guess what? After the video, I put it back in a bag and I forgot about it again for a solid couple of weeks. But then I picked it up, I finished it, I got a great idea to do some other customizations that I could include into the pattern. So this one has a keyhole and some elastic around the top and no straps. And again, this is the back. This is a design of mine that is available now. It is a crochet pattern and it is completely made to measure. I wrapped up my percussion tee that I was making. This is a, ooh, that is wrinkled. This is a pattern by Amanda of Lovely by Lee. Again, I tested this pattern initially and then I decided to make a second one for myself just for fun. This was something that I cast on just as like movie knitting. I haven't worn it in a little while because it's cold around here, which is why it's so wrinkly. But I cast this on as like movie knitting, and this was just going to be my like easy when I needed some stockinette project. But I think I finished it like within a week of filming that other video because it was just so fun. And I love this pattern. I loved making it. It absolutely flies off the needle. So yeah, another one done and dusted. Next up, we had my Friendship Has Lace Borders top, which there are two versions of that. There is a knit version by Ponder and Ply, and there is a crochet version by Knitting Tipsy. They collaborated on those designs. Very fun, gorgeous. And I had started to make the crochet version, and I decided to frog it. So, I just wasn't feeling it. There's nothing wrong with the pattern. It just wasn't, the pattern and the yarn and me were just not happening at the same time. We just weren't getting along. So I frogged it, and then it was actually a good decision. It worked out really well because I took that yarn and I made the Shoreline Tank by Brie of the Little Wolf Knits, and I finally feel like I found something that this yarn was perfect for. So this is Madeline Tosh, Tosh Merino Light in Pinata Pop, and it is very bright and fun, but I think this was the fourth project that I finally tried it with, and I could not find anything that I liked. And this was finally my solution. I love it. I've worn it several times. I've even worn it as we've gone into cooler weather. I've worn it as like a sweater vest, and it's wonderful. The next thing on my list, see, as we head into the second half of my list, things get a little bit more interesting. The next thing was something I had called my February socks. They were being made with Mace of Skeins DK weight yarn and what's it called? Knit Picks Stroll Fingering held double. And I did pick them back up. At one point I picked them back up so that I could continue working on them, and I immediately decided, actually, I hate this. I hate this experience, and I am going to frog it. So those have been frogged. I love the Mace of Skeins yarn, and I still want to use that. I want to use up every little bit that I have left of that, but I really, really don't like working with Knit Picks Stroll Fingering for some reason. I just find it very slippery. It's a good yarn, and it's a great affordable yarn. There's really nothing that wrong with it. I just don't love it. But it's just the experience isn't fun for me. So those have been frogged. That Mace of Skeins yarn is back in my scrap bin, and I will figure out something to use it for because I still do want to use it. But it is off my list for now. Okay, next, I don't remember the order that these came in. I had two designs that were unnamed, and one of them was using the Frosted Stitch winter worsted yarn, and I didn't even show it because I didn't like it, and I sat for a bit with my feelings about that project after the video, and I finally decided to frog it. So that has been frogged, and the yarn is back in my stash, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it because it is 4 skeins of like 4 different colors of worsted weight yarn. So it's sitting there. I love it. It's great yarn, but I really did not enjoy what I was creating. It was, I've learned a lot since I started making that particular garment, and there was just so much that I would have wanted to change. So it's done. It's gone. It's another thing off the list. The other unnamed design that I had is still sitting here. It is this Lion Brand Touch of Linen. Oh my goodness gracious. It's so wrinkly because it's been in this bag for months. Was that the wrong side? Did I just show you the wrong side? I might have, whatever, doesn't matter. I came this close to frogging this, and then I think I have an idea of what I would like to do to change it and make things go back in the direction that I initially wanted them to go in. However, this is made with linen yarn and it is a tank with open sides. I mean, we're in the middle of October, so I'm probably gonna let this sit for a little bit longer before I pick it up again and fix things. And maybe that'll be a design for next summer, but yeah, that is still just gonna hang around. That's really my only like super lingering thing, which is great. Okay, and then 2 more success stories from my original WIP video. I have my Beachy Breezy Cardi, which is a pattern by Knitting Tipsy. I finally finished it. I finally got up the courage to seam it. I had a little bit of a saga with the sleeves and making decisions on what I wanted. Not an issue like with the pattern or the yarn or anything. It was just my like fashion sense and my brain and what I wanted to do. So went back and forth with that for a little bit, but it is done. And it's actually been great like weather for wearing it right now because it's like a little cool, but sometimes it gets warm and this is perfect. And then the final thing we have to talk about from that last video, which is like maybe my crowning glory, I think, is I finished my Ascent. And this is a pattern that I have been working on since my husband got me this yarn for Christmas last year, and I think I cast it on very shortly after that. So 10-ish months, 9 months maybe. But it's been sitting for a very long time. I was right at the very start of this very last color work section when I recorded the last video, and so I finally got it out, did that last color work bit, and then the rest of it, the yoke and the sleeves just absolutely flew. So I love it. I can't wait to wear it. It's still too warm to wear it because this yarn is so warm, but it's done. I don't know if I'll ever do color work again because I didn't have fun doing it. I had fun. I don't want to say that I didn't have fun doing the pattern. I loved it and this was a wonderful gift from my husband, but I have learned that I find more joy in other knitting things than color work. So I'm still really proud and glad that it is done. Now we need to discuss what's going on currently, because right now I have well, this, oops, that is happening, and that's not even everything. I have some other stuff off to the side. I was doing really good for a while and now it's a mess. I was just looking at my Ravelry and double checking all of my projects that I've worked on since the last check-in video so that I could see, you know, what I've finished and everything since then. And while I did finish a bunch of the things that were on my list from last time, which is great, the only other thing that I have started and finished since that video is this pair of socks. That's it. These are some socks I made on vacation. That's the only thing I've started and finished since August. I have, well, okay, I guess I started and finished the Shoreline Tank because I frogged my other project and turned the Shoreline Tank into, or I turned that yarn into the Shoreline Tank. So that's not so bad. But yeah, I have started a lot of things. So let's dig in and get it under control. Okay, let's start from the top. Let's start, I don't even know where we're starting from. So this, we already talked about briefly. This is the last lingering thing from my August WIP video. This is my Unnamed Design that I don't know. we'll get there when we get there. It's gonna stay like this. Next up, I am testing the Malibu Barbie bralette for knitting Tipsy, and actually this one is done. I just have, we've been talking, oh, this is inside out. We've been talking in the group chat a lot about different fit things, so I have been trying a couple things and I haven't disconnected my like final little bit of yarn just in case I needed to change anything else, but I think now we are good. So this just needs those last ends woven in and pictures taken. So that is mostly all set, but I have to do this carefully. This is also partially why I want to why I like doing these videos, because it encourages me to start taking care of some of my projects. I started making a second sample of the Malibu Barbie bralette, and this is with, oh, this is Sorella Yarn Casita, and this is a great question. I have my Ravelry right here, hang on. This is, the Periwinkle Sheep Purpose in the color Gold Rush. And I have to say, I'm loving the way it looks on camera. It looks like even more gold on camera. I think the sun's hitting it really nicely. In person, it almost, some spots have like an olivey undertone. But yeah. I am making the next size down of the Malibu Barbie bralette from the other one that I made, just to see how the fit changed and everything, because I'm kind of, based on the ease recommendations for the pattern, I could do 2 different sizes, and so I wanted to do both. First, I did the size that I signed up for, but now I am just trying the size down, just, one, because I like the pattern, and I mean, I just wanted another one, and I thought a nice neutral solid or tonal color would be nice, but also I can give Chelsea some more information about fit and all that. So this is almost done, actually. I have the front panel done, the back panel, I think I need like 5 more rows. I'm still attached to everything. So yeah, I think I need like 5 more rows on the back, and then I might see if I want to add any length. The thing is that I currently have both my front panel and my back panel attached to the ball of yarn, and I'm pulling from the outside for one and from the inside for the other, and I have just been carrying it around like this. It's just been moving around my house. So why don't we put it in a bag so that it is a little bit safer? This is a job for our bag of bags. Here we go. Let me remove this from my bag of bags full of projects. Okay, how about this? I know it doesn't make sense because it is a bag that says I knit so I don't kill people, but I don't think I need much room for this project. It's nice and tiny, so let us carefully stick that skein in there so that I don't cause any tangles, and we will get these in here. I'm probably going to try and finish this up like tonight, block it, and it'll be seamed within the next couple days and then be done. And just to help myself organize things, let's stick my other version in there as well, just so that they're both in there and I can get them done. Next, I think we can just dig into my basket now. So starting from the top, we have, I got a new project bag from Fate's Thread. This is Hocus Pocus, like neon fun Hocus Pocus stuff, and inside it I have my second half sweats, which are in testing for Brie of the Little Wolf Knits. These are, I'm using, what's it called? Plymouth Yarn DK Merino Superwash in the colorway Celtic Heather. And I have legs. Look at me. So I just split for the legs yesterday, and now I just have to go. This is something that is, I'm just using it as like easy knitting because I'm pretty much stuck in At City for the length of my legs at this point. But I'm trying to get these done for Rhinebeck, so they are a priority, but they're also mindless at the same time. Next, in my Rugrats bag, also from Faith's Thread. Just about all of my project bags are from Faith's Thread. I have my Ruska cardigan that I am testing for Sarah of s.knits on Instagram, and I have things in a big knot. Anyway, this is a very tiny, teeny little triangle that I have just started. I just started it the other day. So far it's great, lots of fun. I am using Ginger Cookie. I blanked for a second. Ginger Cookie and Birthday Suit from the Little Wolf Knits. And it is making this beautiful, like, oh boy, fluff everywhere. This beautiful, like, lighter toned version of the Ginger Cookie. I'm using this Birthday Suit is Surrey, which is lovely and so soft and squishy, and I cannot wait to get this cardigan going. I think I need to prioritize this. I have time, I need to prioritize it because it's fun and I want to work on it. Sorry, I'm distracted because I thought I saw a dropped strand, but I'm good. Okay, this can go back in here. I'll deal with that knot whenever I pick it up again. Next in the bag. This is a design that I am working on using, there's a theme, the Little Wolf Knits. This is the Love in Speckles colorway that was dyed up for Natalie of Nitty Natty's membership. And then I am using Emma's Yarn Mohair in the colorway Sugar Coated. And this, the Love in Stitches pink is just, I'm not a pink person really. I bought this more for support of everyone. And I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful yarn. I just, like, it's not really my color that I wear all the time. So this mohair is kind of just like changing the pink just the tiniest bit. So it's not quite as light pink, and the purple kind of mixes with it. So yeah, this is a new design that I'm working on. Bottom up sweater. I just split for the sleeves, and hopefully we'll get it done soon. Yeah, that's it. And now that I have just taken out a project with Surrey and with mohair, I will never be clean again. Oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Okay. Also, I have this in like this is a bag that I got a bunch of skincare stuff in from the Detox Market. I often shop there, and I just put it in here. They often send these little bags that are great for project bags, and I put my mohair projects in things like this because they're so fuzzy, and then I don't have to worry as much about like the bag getting covered in fuzz and then the fuzz coming on to the next project that I put in there and all that stuff. So yeah, okay. Oh gosh, almost there, I swear. We're getting close. Next up is yet another test, but my last test, and one that I'm making quite a bit of progress on. This is the Great Garter Bomber, which I am testing for Lovely by Lee, and the sun is coming back for me. Oh boy. But I am using Lion Brand Jeans yarn, and I am doing pretty good. I'm making sleeve 1 right now. I still haven't picked up at all for sleeve 2, and then I just have the collar. I've already done the front button band. I just need the collar and 1.5 sleeves. Yeah, it's going slow now. It flew up until this point, and it's going slow now because I have to purl on the sleeves. So I try and do a little bit a day and just kind of slowly work my way through it. Oh my gosh, my legs are so asleep. Ah. This project bag is full of, oops, did I just move you? I'm sorry if I did. Oh well. I can't even, my foot is so asleep, so I can't even feel if I hit the tripod. Okay. This is a project bag that I got when I was in Norway, and inside it is a bunch of yarn from Norway. This is Drops Sky, and I was honestly just playing. I was playing around. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. I was playing around. I still don't know if this is even going to become anything. I might take this all out and start again. I definitely got distracted by other designs and tests and kind of forgot that this was here. So I don't know. I don't know anything to say for that one. I can see the bottom of the bag, so we're getting close. Next up is a shawl that I cast on, and this is Brioche Adventure by, oh, it's tangled. Ah, oh my gosh. Brioche Adventure by Jonatan Tollow, and I am using a sock set and a mini skein set from Long Dog Yarn that is all Princess Bride themed. And I got through I'm on section 4. I got through the first 3 so fast, and then I kind of stalled out a little bit with section 4, only because I signed up for a bunch of tests. This is something that is so much fun, but I just kind of pick it up here and there when I have some time to sit down and focus, because it's all brioche, so I feel like I need to pay attention a little bit more. So, yeah, it's fun. This is, I mean, I think I went into this knowing it was going to be a little bit of a long-term project because it has a lot of sections and it's brioche, so it's going to take a little while, but I still love it. I can't wait to work on it. I can't wait to get some of these other things done so that I can go back to this a little bit and get a few more repeats done. Okay, last but not least, there were a couple of things that I talked about in my last video saying that I had design ideas and goals that I wanted to work on, and I started 2 of them. So I had been using some Lion Brand Coboo for a different project and decided to frog it, and I turned it into a new design that is really wrinkled. Sorry. This is a skirt. Holy cow, that's wrinkled. This is a skirt that I need to treat better. This design is going to have a skirt and a tank, and then there will be a matching dress option as well. So yeah, this is just, I kind of paused because I wasn't sure how long I wanted to make this skirt. And then I decided I needed to get the dress yarn, but then I didn't get the dress yarn yet. And then it got to the point where I felt like it was too late in the year to be working on this. So yeah. Oh, a bunch of stuff just fell over. Great. So yeah, nothing wrong with the skirt. It's just another one of those, like, the seasons got away from me. And I also didn't realize how many needles and cables I have on this. I should probably put some of those back because I'm going to be wondering where they are. And the last thing that I have is my, what I called my super fuzzy sweater in that video. And then I cast it on and I still have not been able to think of anything else to call it. So this is made with Bralette something. Bralette, baby. All my stuff fell on top of my computer, so I'm not gonna get that right now. Pipsqueak? Something like that? Periwinkle? I don't know, whatever. This is, this flew and went really fast. It has a little bit of very subtle shaping on the side, and basically all I need to do are the sleeves, and I think I like stopped because, okay, if I'm being completely honest, I have these, I have like, oh, I don't think I can get them. So you know the Coboo shorties? I have the red set and the blue set, and so they only go up to a size 8, and basically I put the yellow set, which has the larger needle sizes, on my wish list, and there was like a little bit of me that was kind of like hoping someone would get it for me so I could use them for the sleeves. And so I was kind of putting off working on the sleeves because I was like, oh, well, maybe someone will get me something from my wish list. So yeah. I need to just stop being lazy and accept that I will have to do magic loop on these sleeves because I'm using a US 9. Oh, I'm only using a US 9? I wonder if I can use my... I have the Licka shorties as well. Did I just make up a problem in my head and use it as an excuse to not work on this? Oops. Well, I'm glad we had this talk. Okay. So there's that, I guess. I guess there is that. So, okay, that's it. That's the bottom of the bag. And yes, I still have not cut the tag off. Oops. Let's load this thing back up in order of priorities and talk about where we're gonna head from here. Okay, so going at the bottom is my touch of linen design thing that I just don't know what I want to do with because that I ain't thinking about for a little while. Next, I am going to put my Norway stuff because this is, I don't know, this is no idea what I'm going to do with it. I do want to make a decision on this and figure it out, hopefully sometime soon, but tests need to happen first, so this will probably be like a November problem. I think I can see that being a November problem. Next is my Coboo skirt. I don't want to let this sit for too long. I want to pick it up. I want to work on it again. I want to get the top worked on and get the dress going. So maybe, you know, that'll be a goal for like once I finish all of these things. I do have one design, well, technically 2 designs in progress right now. So like maybe once those are finished, this will be my next one, and next one that I work on, maybe not the next design release, but I do want to, I don't want to put it off until the spring or summer to work on it. I want to have it ready for the spring or summer. So maybe if I can get mine done, work on it, and the testing and tag editing and all that kind of stuff, and then we can do like an April release. I don't know, that seems right. Like an April release, and then people can have plenty of time to work on it and make it for the summertime. Let's go with that. Okay, next, not that I really want this to be down at the bottom, but I think my Brioche Adventure is going to go in next because this is not a priority right now. This is so much fun and it makes my soul so happy, but it's not a priority at the moment. I think probably after Rhinebeck, this will be, I'll move this up. There's just a couple of things that I'm trying to get done before Rhinebeck, and I think I will be able to get them done. But then it's all for just like my fun knitting, I think, through the holidays especially. It's just going to be like about me and not about commitments or designs or things I have to do. Okay. Next. Well, this is interesting. Kind of everything next, it really is like at the same level. All of these are at the same level of importance and they're all due like around the same time. And so yeah, I have my Ruska cardigan, which needs some love, but we'll probably wait until I get at least one other thing finished. I have my great Garter bomber. I have Surian mohair all over my mouth. Great Garter bomber. This just gets worked on here and there. And then I have my, what are these called? Secondhand sweats. These honestly actually like come around with me a lot because they're stockinette and super easy to work on. And then last but not least, I have my Malibu Barbie bralettes. I was trying to think of another descriptor. I have my Malibu Barbie bralettes, and these, I mean, I might like leave this out and finish this up tonight. Maybe, we'll see. My hand's getting a little bit crampy from crochet, but I would really like to get it done today. Now, the only things that leaves are my designs. And so now I'm wondering, now that I've realized that I'm a big baby, and I was just avoiding the sleeves on this for absolutely no reason. Question, what do we want first? Do we want the super fuzzy sweater? This is just, I mean, it's gonna have long sleeves. And it is cropped and boxy and cute and fluffy and works up super fast because it is made with bulky yarn. Also, I mean, I'm not sold on the super fluffy sweater name. It's just kind of like what I've been calling it because I couldn't think of another name. So if you have name ideas, please let me know. So that is an option for a design release or like what would go into testing next. And then I have my other design, which I know doesn't look like much right now, but it is going to be, the goal is like off the shoulder, or like you don't have to wear it off the shoulder, but you could wear it off the shoulder, kind of like wide neck, long sleeve. I believe this is going to be called the Hazy Shade Sweater, like the song Hazy Shade of Winter. Yeah, so we'll see. This is, I know it's made with a, like an exclusive yarn that not everyone can get. I mean, you can if you join the membership, but I understand that that is not an option for everyone. So I would also really like to make another sample of this in different yarn. I would love to actually, I'm thinking like, what if I held Surrey double? That would be so squishy. I don't know, we'll see. I don't have that in my stash currently, so I would have to see. Anyway, I guess I'm feeling purpley. What would you like to see first? Let me know. Okay, and then other than that, I do have, let's see, I have a design for a top that will be kind of related to my cherries on top crop that I really would like to get going on making that sample. I have it like all sketched out and I know exactly what I want to do. There's just a few design elements that I'm like going back and forth on exactly what I want. So yeah, I really want to get working on that. And then there was one other thing. I think there's another design that I had one. Oh yeah, okay, wait, I got it. There's another design that I really want to get working on, and I have some feelers out for yarn support for that. That's what we're looking at for the next quarter. That is a lot, but I am hoping to get both Malibu Barbie bralettes and my second half sweats done before Rhinebeck. Maybe one of these. These are the two design sweaters that I was holding up. These bags look like nothing. Maybe get one of those done before Rhinebeck. Yeah, we got a lot to do. We got a lot to do, not very much time to do it in. Okay, so here we go. Somehow I feel like I am even less organized than I was after the last video. This looks even worse. I feel like I was more chaotic in the last one. No, that's not the right way to say that. My energy, I think, is more chaotic in this one. Project-wise, I feel like there was more chaos in the last one, and in this one I feel like I know more of where I am with everything and I'm more aware of all the projects that I have, but I feel like it's more overwhelming. Like, they don't fit as nicely in there as they used to, or as they did before. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see where we get to. I can't even fit my bag of bags into my bag. It doesn't even fit. So now it is time for all of this to go back into the bottom of my yarn closet, and I will be picking off the top and working my way through the projects. And we will do another check-in in a couple of months. Maybe I will have gotten through all of these and I'll be feeling really good. Maybe I'll only have one project going, doubtful. But maybe I'll also have finished all of these and started a lot more problems for myself. Wish me luck. Let me know if you have any tips as I work my way through these. Let me know what you would like to see done first. And take care of you. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.